Good morning and welcome to the show. I'm your host, Deneysha Washington, and today on Spotlight, we highlight local small businesses run by Black women. We will hear from two Hartford residents who have recently stated that they own their own businesses, as well as get some tips for buying Black. However, first let's start with history. The advancement of people is directly related to their economic growth. One example is the Greenwood community of Tulsa, Oklahoma, in the early 1900s. In less than 2 decades, it became one of the most successful and wealthiest Black communities in our history, achieved through turning prominent Greenwood Avenue into Black Wall Street, which became a commercial district for the residents of Greenwood. Although the success was what prompted the Tulsa riots in 1921, we know that through community togetherness, the Greenwood community achieved unity and financial success. This method of support is one many hope to revitalize with our new generation. We have more current ways of connecting with and supporting our community, including apps such as Around the Way and Where You, short for Where You Came From, which connects you with Black businesses online or in your community that offer the products and services you desire. If you were to use one of these apps, you may come across a store like one run by our first guest, Dion. Dion is the owner of Spicy Boutique here in Hartford, which offers customers exclusive fashions and personalized shopping experiences. Dion, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for coming.
Of course.
So tell us about your business, Spicy Boutique.
We are a contemporary women's fashion boutique. We offer private and personalized shopping experiences within an intimate setting right here in Hartford. It's very exclusive. It's by appointment only, and we have really spicy clothing.
In your store, a lot of choices are unique and only available in small quantities. How do you choose the styles and fashions you offer in your boutique?
We go out and handpick pieces. We travel from LA to New York and beyond, and we don't bring anything into the store that we can't physically touch ourselves. We really pride ourselves on bringing quality in, but keeping it at an affordable price.
The average shopper is used to the mall or outlet experience and is not so familiar with boutiques. Why did you decide to go with a more personal shopping experience for your customers?
Because this is something that personally I've always wanted to be able to have myself whenever I went out and shopped. I'm not a big fan of online shopping or mall shopping. I don't like big crowds. I kind of would rather prefer, something more to myself where I don't have to, fight for particular pieces or wait in line for the fitting room or wait in line to get checked out for, whatever amount of time it's going to take. And after taking the survey from a lot of different women, they have the same sort of perspective that I had. They kind of wish they had a better, more comfortable shopping experience, something that was more just for them, felt, just feels good just for them. Everybody kind of wants to be the center of attention, and that's what we're giving people. You're the center of attention when you come into our shop.
Yeah. I see you brought some things with you today. Please tell us about them.
Yes, I brought some pieces here. This is more for like the holidays, giving you guys an idea of some of the ways to kind of play with your clothes and some of the unique pieces that we actually do carry in the store. I quickly put together an outfit this morning just to play with different textures and tones and color. And
I like that though. I like
everything
the blazer.
here is sort of, holiday chic.
Please tell us about, give us an idea of your background.
I have a background in human services and business. And so I utilize both of those experiences when it comes to my business because of the personal experience, I have to be open with people and transparent and friendly and know how to, get into conversation with people easily.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the business aspect, I have to know how to actually make money. So so those two experiences mesh together, and on top of me I love clothes. I love fashion. Always have, and that's how you get the complete package.
Exactly, yeah. Have you ever always shared a career in fashion, and what made you decide to start your own business?
I've never done anything in fashion career-wise. It's always been within a hobby. everyone, all of my friends and family members come and ask, help me out with finding this, or help me put together this, or this is where I'm going, I need your help. And I pride myself on putting clothes together very well, and knowing how to shop for things that people enjoy based on their own personality.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So that's sort of kind of how I got into this.
An article posted online by the United American Progress Association in 2011 highlights benefits of supporting Black-owned businesses, to include creating jobs and using profits to benefit our communities. Why do you personally think that supporting Black-owned businesses is very important?
Because if we don't support ourselves, who's going to support us? There's tons of businesses that are owned by African Americans, and that are comparative to the businesses that are owned by non-African Americans.
Yeah.
And so if we go to our communities and we shop and use our dollars within our community, we can build our community's financial wealth. When we go outside of our communities to shop at businesses that are not owned by African Americans, we're losing money.
Yeah.
And so we kind of have to, put equity into our own communities, put equity into our own people's pockets. Just as we saw in Tulsa, how well that went for that community at that time, we can do it again. We can do it all over the place.
That was very insightful. Well, thank you for so much of your time today. Please tell us, our viewers, how they can find you if they want to shop with you.
You can find us online at iHeartSpicy.com, or you can come on down to 1477 Park Street in Hartford with an appointment, and we can be reached at 413-337-7429 or 413-33-SPICY. Give us a call, schedule your appointment, come and visit us today.
Again, thank you, Dion, for joining us and sharing your passion with us. I'm sure that we will see much more of you and great things to come from you. Before our next guest come, I want to have a short break to look at some key ways to support Black-owned businesses. Adapted from a Huffington Post online in March of last year. A local entrepreneur who is turning natural products into essentials with our online business startup. Amber, how are you doing?
I'm well today. Thank you for having me.
Madam C.J. Walker famously said, "I got my own start by giving myself a start." Can you relate to that quote? And what made you decide to start your own business?
Well, I can relate to that quote because if no one gives you a start and if you don't push yourself, who else will? And the reason why I started this business is because I make a lot of jewelry and I could never find jewelry that in the stores that I liked. So I decided, well, it looks like I could do that and I could try to make something I might like. And then the first time I did it, my friends were like, "I love this. This is a beautiful piece that you made." And I'm like, "Well, I think so too." And they were like, "You should just start selling." And I was like, "I think I can." And so I decided to do so. And this is where I am.
The natural hair movement, where people of color, especially Black people, are foregoing chemical processing methods in favor of learning new techniques to take care of their own hair that grows from their scalp, has been sweeping the nation. Has this at all inspired you to use natural products?
It did. It really did. I saw so many people being comfortable with their own grade of hair, with their own way of how they were doing their hair, and I always wanted to put some different things in my hair. My hair was lacking and suffering because of it. And one day I just said, I'll cut it all off. And I did. And I was pregnant with my son, and of course my emotions were all going wild then at that time. So I said, what now to give my child a new start with a new me? So I shaved my head, and here I am today with my own hair.
Yeah.
Comfortable and free.
I see you have also brought some of your products with you today. Please tell us more about them.
All right, so one of the first items that I have here is my jewelry. This is what I pride myself in. I love to create. This is made of all glass and crystals, and I do the earrings, and all of them are all handmade and all picked out, selected. None of the pieces are all of the same. They're all different ones. This is the soaps that I make. This is one example. It's a wintergreen tea soap. It's made of natural olive oil and coconut oils and essential oils. Wintergreen being one of the main ingredients, and natural tea is in here. Also, this is my laundry detergent, which I love. I pride in because we spend so much money on laundry detergent, and so I figured this is a more concentrated fashion of doing so. It has all natural ingredients pretty much into it. It has, let's say, we have graded down soaps that I naturally do make, and it also has baking sodas and washing sodas into it. And so that doesn't have any of the other chemicals, things that you can't pronounce into it.
Yeah.
So that's what's not in it.
Yeah.
And so I'm pretty glad to show that. These are the things that I'm offering.
Right now we are seeing body soaps, laundry detergents, and jewelry from you. Do you have any plans on branching out into other types of products in the future?
Well, yeah, I would say not necessarily a product. I'm also a naturalist as far as gardening. So I'd like to start to bring from farm to table type ideas with foods. Yeah. So I'd like to get into that type of genre next.
We've given a few examples on this show on why it's important and believing to support Black-owned businesses. Can you tell us why you personally feel this way?
I feel this way because we as a people need to start from somewhere. And we purchase so many things from so many places. Why not start with us? Why we don't start and purchase from ourselves and give ourselves a great start and be our own support instead of supporting everybody else and anybody else that we can think of. I feel like if we support us and give us a start, we can go limit this. The sky is the limit or and beyond. So this is why I believe in it firmly.
Oh, that's well said. And tell our viewers how they can find you.
Well, I'm on Instagram. You can go to www.instagram.com/naturally-by-sapphire, or you can go to my you can email me at naturallysapphire@gmail.com, and I'll be waiting and looking out for you. So shoot me a text or a direct message and I'll respond quickly.
Thank you, Amber,
Thank you.
for joining us today. The product looks and smells great. We look forward to the possibilities as your company expands and grows. Viewers, thank you as well for joining us in our program today. We hope it was as fun and informative for you as it was for us. Please take a moment to check out our guest out online, and goodbye now.